everyone, I'm a comic man. Today we are gonna break down episode 6 of Loki. And guys, this series did what we expected from WandaVision, opening of the multiverse. Guys, now Marvel is far beyond from our expectations. Now guys, we can see different versions of each and every superhero and every supervillain. Guys, Spider-Man No Way Home is absolutely gonna be a Spider-Verse movie. I can assure this. Because what happened in this episode was confirming that Spider-Man No Way Home is gonna be a Spider-Verse movie. Guys, the villain which they have introduced in this series is a very big villain in comics. And in comics, we have seen so many versions of him. So Marvel took 10 years to introduce Thanos. So now we can't expect how many years would take Marvel to explain and defeat him. So now without wasting any more time, let's just jump into it. So guys, this episode starts with as usual Marvel logo. But guys, with this Marvel logo, we can also hear famous dialogues of MCU. Like first for some Sam's dialogue, way to go Tic Tac, Steve's I can do this all day, Black Panther's Wakanda forever. And we can also hear famous quotes of a real world like Nelson Mandela's quote, Malaya Yousafzai's quote, Neil Armstrong quote. And after that, this all go through a tunnel. And we see many universes guys, and our main Marvel universe and our real universe. Guys, by this small scene itself, Marvel has explained a lot about the multiverse and the sacred timeline. This is why throughout the series, we were explained about the sacred timeline and multiverse. And guys, by this scene, Marvel showed that our real world also exists in the sacred timeline. And our universe is completely different from the Marvel universe. And guys, our real universe is here. And the Marvel Cinematic Universe is here. And guys, in the comics, Marvel's main timeline is Earth 616 universe. And in the MCU, the universe we are seeing is Earth 199999. Guys, I am not saying the telephone number or any other number. It's the official number given by Marvel. Actually, Marvel has allotted a different number for every universes, like Marvel Zombie Universe is Earth 2149 and for Marvel Ultimate Universe is 1610. And then guys, after we get out of the tunnel, we see that the tunnel is the sacred timeline and this castle is out of the sacred timeline. It is out of the time and reality. And here only our Sylvie and Loki came in episode 5. Then guys, Sylvie gets little bit confused and nervous because she was at the point where she wants to come from her childhood to kill the mastermind of TVA. Then the door automatically opens, then Miss Minutes comes and offers Loki and Sylvie their free will and to be king of Asgard. But guys, Miss Minutes looks very creepy in this episode. Then she tells about He Who Remains. Guys, in the comics, He Who Remains character existed, but he made timekeepers and TVA for a good cause, to arrest the people who time travel. But in MCU, TVA is shown as they don't arrest people who time travel. They arrest people who go off the path of sacred timeline. Then Loki and Sylvie rejects the offer. Then in TVA, Miss Minutes gives the file that He Who Remains wanted to give to Ramona. Then Loki and Sylvie sees the statues of 3 timekeepers in the castle. And guys, there was another statue placed there which was broken. In comics, there were 4 timekeepers existed and one of them was Kang the Conqueror, but he was removed by the timekeepers. So in MCU also it had happened guys. Then guys, the villain entry, expected villain entry in a terror way, but the villain just opened the lift and came out. Guys, the villain He Who Remains who played this role is Jonathan Majors, who is as well as playing the role Kang the Conqueror in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Guys, theories which are coming throughout this series came true. But guys, Kang in this episode is not just as Kang. Then he takes Loki and Sylvie in his office. Then Mobius comes back in TV and meets Ravonna. Guys, then Ravonna calls Hunter to prune Mobius. But Mobius shows up and says they know your secret. And we jump to Fermento, Ohio on 2018 with Hunter B-15 in a school. Then Ravonna comes there, but Hunter B-15 explains to other hunters that she is not Judge Renslayer and she is another variant. Then He Who Remains, or I should say Kang, explains that he knows everything, that how he escapes when Sylvie tries to kill him because he knows everything, and shows a paper from a book that what they are gonna speak next. Then in TVA, Ravonna tells that why she is still doing her job, even after knowing that timekeepers are fake, because she believes that it would have been a reason why TVA was made. Then Ravonna goes in a time door, but before going, she said she is going for free will. Guys, I think after she read the files which was given by Kang, she would have gone to meet him, because this is what happened in comics. Then Loki asks Kang that what he is so afraid of, but Kang says that of himself. Then he tells that he was called by many names like ruler or conqueror. Guys, this was the only scene where Kang refers himself as a conqueror. Then Kang explains that eons ago in 31st century, a variant of him lived there. He was a scientist and he found out that there are so many same universes settled on top of his universe, and at the same time his variants also found it. Then they all meet by some technology. They shared knowledge to develop each other first. But then some other variants wanted to conquer all other universes. So the multiversal war started to protect their own universes. But then the variant who discovers this first created a creature from all the tiers in reality, which can consume time and space, which is alot. So by alot, Kang destroys all other universes and separated his timeline, which is now the sacred timeline. And then he made TVA to protect the flow of time and protect the sacred timeline from making new branches. Then Kang says that if you think I'm a devil, wait till you meet my variant. So guys, I think this variant of Kang, who is now the He Who Remains, is not the Kang the Conqueror. Guys, I'm not saying that he is not the Kang. He is the Kang, but not the evil Kang, because what he is doing to protect multiversal war is correct in some way. Because in a universe, a superhero defeated a villain. But then if the variant of that villain come again, what will happen? Holy shit! Then Kang gives two options, that kill him and go away and face alternate versions of himself who are evil and cruel, or take his place and learn the sacred timeline and TVA. But then something happened which Kang called the threshold, and the expression which he gave was very real and like thinking something bigger. Then he explains that what he told, that he knows everything, what is going to happen was fake. But till this point he knows everything. But after this he doesn't know what is going to happen, whether they would kill him or they would run the TVA. But then Sylvie tries to kill Kang. But Loki stops and they two start fighting. Because Loki thinks that Kang would be correct and it would be something bigger than they two think. But Sylvie didn't trust Loki. She thinks that Loki wants the throne. And guys, it was a massive fight between them. But then Sylvie takes the watch which Kang offers them to run the sacred timeline and opens the time door and sends Loki in the TVA. Then Sylvie kills Kang. But then Sylvie thinks that what she did is wrong, even after Loki told her. Guys, then sacred timeline explodes and new branches forms and the multiverse bonds in Marvel. Then in TVA, Loki sits very lonely, but then he goes to find Mobius and also finds him and tells everything to Mobius and Hunter B-15 that what happened. But Mobius asks, who are you? Guys, at this point Loki was shocked. And then Loki sees the statue of Kang in TV instead of statues of timekeepers. And in this, Kang is not in his He Who Remains outfit. He was in a proper look of Kang the Conqueror. So guys, this is the end of the episode. And guys, you all would have expected post-credit scene, but there was no post-credit scene. Instead of post-credit scene, Marvel confirmed that Loki will be returning in season 2. Guys, this episode explains a lot about multiverse, timelines and about Kang the Conqueror. Guys, this series is very important than any other series because it is expanding Marvel with multiverse. With this multiverse only, Marvel superheroes gonna face problems, face their own versions and alternate and powerful versions of supervillains. This show did its purpose of explaining different versions of same person by showing us different Lokis, explaining about multiverse and a lot more. Guys, this series is fully based on Loki but more explains and expands the Marvel universe. Guys, I want a season 2 very soon. Guys, it is Marvel's best series which is made till now, and it gives us Marvel feel more than Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision. As this series has best CGI and VFX, and if I have to compare WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki, I would say Loki series is the best series because it has the best VFX, best camera angles, best direction and story, connects very well with the characters, gives emotional side of characters and shows us that Loki can also be a hero. Overall, this series is great and it is fully a Marvel material. So guys, this was my Loki episode 6 breakdown and explanation video. Guys, I have breakdown all the 6 episodes of Loki and I have also created a playlist for you guys. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click the bell icon. Like, share and comment guys. Follow my Instagram channel Comic Pen Waity for daily updates. Till then, do what you want to do.